The B.E.S.T haulage chain elimination system. The time is 1972. The setting is any mechanised coal mine in the United Kingdom. The machine, whilst cutting coal from the coal seam, had to shuttle along a 200-metre coal face by gripping and hauling itself along a heavy-duty link chain which was securely anchored at each end of the coal face. The National Coal Board were anxious to eliminate this haulage chain, as it had become a main cause of head injuries, limb loss and fatalities. The Beachdale Engineering Sliding Track. Over a period of 4 months, initial sketches, working schematics and development drawings were completed in Eric Wardle's bedroom on a borrowed draftsman's board with borrowed draftsman's instruments. The whole scheme was put to Beachdale Engineering and the John Lang Board, and by early 1973 agreement was reached to proceed. Whilst the coal cutter was operating, the 200-metre long chain would swing around from side to side and up and down, responding to 300 horsepower hauling itself along, mounted on top of a steel conveyor belt. Here, potential head injury. Here, potential arm and upper body injury. And here, potential serious back injury. The prototype built from Eric's drawings shows the principle. A simple loop of chain driven by the cutting machine's haulage system and meshing into a chain profile track mounted on the steel conveyor spill plates. It was jerky, noisy and it groaned a lot, but it worked. Here's another view showing the chain bedding into the track profile. Since the length of the steel conveyor pan was 5 feet, then so was the spill plate. It's obvious a 26mm metric chain would require to mesh into adjustable track completely along the coal face. This was achieved by designing the track to slide on top of the spill plate and to allow the gap between the spill plate to auto-adjust, to allow the chain to bed correctly into the next track. This view shows the unfailing system of track adjustment, a simple 5-link piece of the haulage chain mounted low on the track plate which guaranteed chain and track meshing. Another view of the coal cutter, prototype haulage and steel conveyor spill plate. Note the vibration and the undulation of the haulage unit. Time now to hand over to the professionals, and along with Eric's good friend and boss, Marcus Wood, they decide on a development team and a strategy. Once the personnel and budget were agreed, it was obvious that Eric would have to be involved and included, but he had a sales job to do, so there were bound to be lots of extracurricular duties. Here's Eric with his two development design draftsmen and colleagues, Mick Shisler and David Savoury. Here we go. Eric's always been a hands-on man, and another body on the shop floor makes a big difference. Besides, he got to G him up a bit when they slacked off. Bear in mind, most of this was done out of hours. Here's Mick, the foreman, who was a plater, a welder and a machinist, and he had a brain that he knew what you were talking about. Mick and Eric were to spend many happy hours on the shop floor in the muck. Here's Mick working on the production model. This view shows the new track profile, which has been designed accurately and in a form which can be mass produced. Here again, taking a few sharp edges off the track profile. We're getting closer to the production model trial. Here's Mick building up the production model haulage unit. But he's a good lad, is our Mick. The new unit being finally hoisted into place and pinned in. If you look carefully to the left, you'll see the haulage chain hanging down and yet to be connected, but not before some more adjustments are made. Here we're milling a haulage diverter bollard for the haulage unit,